Hi, this is Richard Chamberlain. Welcome back to the Protecting Your Family's Future podcast. This is episode number 41. Today, we're going to be starting a series that we're going to be doing on different aspects of the probate process. A lot of what we talk about in estate planning has to do with probate, avoiding probate, and how probate works. So I thought we would spend some time over the next 4 or 5 weeks talking about some specific aspects of probate to help you get a better understanding of what it's all about. So today we're going to be talking about why is probate needed. Now, a couple of months ago, we talked about really everything in estate planning comes down to ownership. How is an asset owned? And ultimately, that's what's going to determine whether probate is needed. Now, if you go back to, I think, episode number 3, we talked about what is probate. And in that, we said that probate's a process that's required if somebody dies and they own assets that no one has the authority to handle. So really, that's where the ownership question comes in. A person died and they owned this thing. Does someone have the authority to handle it or not? If yes, then we don't need to go through the probate process to handle it. If no, then we do need probate. Let's look at some examples. So if I own a house, and my wife and I own the house jointly, and I die, then probate's not needed because she is still an owner of the house and she can do whatever she wants or needs to do with the house because she's the owner still. She has the legal authority to handle it. So probate is not needed in that situation. If I have an IRA when I pass away and there's a beneficiary designation on it, then we don't need to take that through probate either. I'm the only owner of the account, but no one has to go to court to get a court order giving someone the authority to have that account because my arrangement with the IRA company through that beneficiary designation says that they should now give this account to this particular beneficiary. So really, if an account or any asset has a joint owner or it has a beneficiary designation on it, then probate's not going to be needed. And conversely, if an asset does not have a joint owner and does not have a beneficiary designation on it, then probate is needed. Now, the reason why probate is needed in those situations is because nobody can do anything with that asset. And so someone needs to go to court, the probate court, and be appointed the person who's in charge of the estate. The judge of the probate court then gives that person, the estate fiduciary, we call that, the court gives that person the legal authority to do what needs to be done with that account, either sell it or access it, use the funds to distribute to the beneficiaries, just generally handle those assets. So probate is needed if there's an asset that someone had when they died that no one can do anything with. The court gives someone the authority to do what needs to be done with it. That's what probate is for. That's why probate is needed. So if you think about, can we avoid probate? Yes. We just need to make sure that we're not dying with assets in our name that no one has the authority to manage for us. We've talked about how to do that. We've talked about different ways to avoid probate, but I thought it would be important for everybody to know, especially as we're starting this probate series, why is probate needed? Then we can talk about, how we avoid it. So I hope that's helpful for you today. If you have questions about your own estate planning, you want to talk to one of our attorneys, please feel free to reach out to us. The contact information is in the show notes, and we will see you next week. Thanks.